No matter how good of a person you are going to encounter some people who just are miserable and they're hateful. And when they see people who are happy or people who are peaceful, their job is to try to antagonize you. They're going to go out their way to try to bother you. They're going to go out their way to provoke you. And they want to provoke you so that they can get a reaction. And the reaction that they want is to embarrass you. They want you to act a fool so that they can turn around and sit here and say, well, see, I told you. Look how this person acts. That's how they are. Or that's how she is. Or that's how he is. You know what I mean? Like, they want to see the worst in you come out. And it's going to be situations where you feel like, okay, well, I don't want to argue with nobody. I don't want to sit here and cause a scene. I'm just going to take the high road. Yeah, that might work in some circumstances, but there's going to be situations where you're going to have to confront things one on one. And I had a situation where there was an elderly man. This man easily could have passed to be 80 or 90. So we live in the same neighborhood. This man, obviously, for him to be 80s or 90s, you kind of know what time he was brought up in, and we are not the same race. So this man felt like he was entitled, that he could do what he wanted to do, you know? And he's walking his dog. I see him walking his dog down the street. So I go outside before he reaches my yard because I had already seen him 2 times previous come over here and allow his dog to use the bathroom in my yard. So it was a problem for me. So when I seen him this third time, I go outside because I want to get ahead of it and I wanted to at least let it be known, like, hey, do not let your dog use the bathroom in my yard. Before I even go any further, that's not even a conversation I should have to have. I should not have to tell you, do not allow your dog to use the bathroom on my property. But there's some people, it's like if it's not spelled out for them, they just don't get it. Okay, so I addressed the situation. Very kind, but stern, you know what I mean? But I wasn't nasty at first. This man looked at me and dropped his head. So I thought he couldn't hear me because I'm like, okay, he is 80 or 90. Maybe he cannot hear. So I said a little bit louder. This man looked at me and rolled his eyes and was like, oh, you're so dramatic. It's not that serious. It's just a dog. Oh, baby, when I tell you I had a field day with that man. I had a field day. And guess what? Because this actually happened like months ago. I'm just now talking about it. But that man never walked his dog past my house ever again. He was so embarrassed, him and his wife. The wife started apologizing to me. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. Why wasn't you sorry in the beginning when I told your husband not to let that dog come on my yard? But it wasn't until you felt embarrassed. Now you want to hush me up because when I was the one sitting back feeling some type of way, nobody cared. You still decided to do what you wanted to do. You didn't feel the need to address me because maybe my skin color, my age, whatever. You didn't feel like you owed me respect. You wanted me to act a certain way so you could sit and laugh at me and have all the other neighbors laughing at me. But my whole thing is, if I'm embarrassed, I won't be the only one embarrassed. The same way that man wanted me to be embarrassed and he wanted to belittle me and make a mockery out of me in front of everybody is the same thing that happened to him. And that man refused to show his face. I have not seen that man in months. But prior to our encounter, he was always around. There's going to be people who will literally go out their way because they are so miserable. They're miserable. They cannot stand to see no one at peace. They can't stand to see someone smiling. And truthfully, there are some people who feel like them and you should not be in the same area. There are some people who feel like y'all shouldn't be living in the same neighborhoods. Y'all kids shouldn't be going to the same school. I've learned in this world you have to have a backbone. And having a backbone does not mean that you need to confront every situation with violence or hostility or aggression. You know, every situation does not require that. But it is going to be some situations in life where that's how you're going to have to meet your aggressor. People don't understand sometimes without you being like that. So you trying to be nice and take the high road, that goes in one ear out the other. Some people only answer to aggression. It's really unfortunate that you have to sit here and do that sometimes, but I guarantee once you do that one time, you're going to set an example and it's going to make other people less likely to bother you because they already seen how you reacted with somebody else.